Now the recording has officially started.
Did you? Oh wait, did you just? Oh okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna test. Did you hear any of that Jake Paul video?
No.
Jake Paul.
Oh no, we didn't, which is good. I'm
Yeah,
proud.
yeah. I'm actually really happy we didn't. Welcome to the ripoff of the Sinkboys podcast with the actual Sinkboys.
Howdy.
Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I am Howdy Man. I say howdy, and that's about the extent of my personality. So, yeah.
We
All right,
also
good
got
talk.
we also got um
Cut.
we
Just
got we got our local Jake. We also got our local Jake Pauler gyms in here.
Jimi Hendrix right here. You make sure you dab on them haters.
Oh God, no. And we also got our very special guest today, Jan.
Hey.
Can we
Hey,
actually
there
use
he
our
is.
real names?
If you,
No one's gonna be.
I mean, if you want to, I don't really care. And I'm your host, Double D. As you know. So today we're going to be today's podcast is going to be about social media. More specifically, things you hate about social media. So Jimmy, is there anything you don't really like about social media?
I like social media.
You
I
like
mean,
it?
what's to hate about it? Yeah, I like
Um,
social media for the most part. I mean, it keeps people connected. It's kind of like the hive mind for retards. No, I'm joking, but well, there's some retards on it, but for the most part, I think it's good advancement in technology and all that. Yep,
mm,
that's all I have to say about that.
well, what about more of the technical aspects of social media? I mean, like not in terms of how social media is on the outside, but I mean like how it affects people.
I mean, it's easier to troll people. I mean, you don't have to get your ass kicked in high school to troll someone. You can do it behind a keyboard. I mean, what's so hard about that?
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, I like social media for in terms of that aspect, but there are things that I personally don't like about social media. Um,
Explain.
well, one of the main things that I personally don't like about social media, as one of the highest lords of the world, is I don't like how social media gives people so much power. Like, I feel as though, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel as though people get so much power from like having that wall from that wall. So like you can go and troll people and not be afraid that oh someone's gonna come and actually attack you for joking on them or dabbing on them as you like to say.
So you just don't like the
Dabbing on the
anonymity of
haters.
the internet.
No, but that's not that's like only part of it. I also don't like how people feel as though they can just say whatever they want. So like on Facebook, people will disclose like really private information that they really shouldn't say on social media. And I know that cuz I felt that before, so where I posted stuff that I knew I shouldn't let on the later day. I figured out that I shouldn't have posted. But it's just that I feel as though social media so Facebook and Twitter, it's just so easy to just put that stuff out there without even a second thought. And I feel as though that kind of gives people a little bit of power in a sense.
Well, can I interject? Well, I think I agree with you for the most part. Uh, but I think giving power to the people is a good thing for the most part because I think there's a imbalance of power. I mean, you have government that has a lot of power, you have corporations that have a lot of power, and I think the power of the internet and allow people to talk about bad things that someone else done or something else did is a good thing to a part. And then you always have people that take advantage of it and talk crap about other people. But I mean, that's freedom of speech, and there's no really good way to fix that. I think it's the best system we have right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see as though on the point as it's your choice whether you want to put that stuff out there or not. I can definitely see
I
that.
I don't know how I feel about that because often enough with most social media platforms, all that power that you're talking about that it gives to people is kind of undermined by the fact that all your privacy is kind of at risk is the moment that you do it. I mean, Facebook does Google, Facebook, they all basically, I mean, they sell your information. The companies, your name gets put down. Like people can find you no matter what. Uh,
Yeah. I mean, like Google kind of has all of your information already,
yeah,
and it's connected to all those, like everything from Facebook to everything else. So I can definitely see on that point. But
Well,
well,
that's
honestly, I don't really use social media that much, so I can't really speak. The only social media I use is like occasionally Facebook for events mostly. I use like dating apps and YouTube. Those are only the three.
well, I think the great thing about internet right now is that you can, even though Facebook and Google sell your information, I don't really like that for the most part. Of course,
Nor
not
do I.
I don't really think anyone does, but the reason, but you can still talk shit about Facebook and Google about them selling your information and go to a different platform. There's always that, if people do not like it enough, they would be able to switch. I mean, you have other social media sites other than Facebook and Google that you can
Yeah,
use,
but
you
none
know?
of them are nearly as successful or will work as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
Like
like
there used to be
But if
MySpace, but
people
once
really
Facebook
cared
came
enough,
around,
yeah.
well,
But if
they
really, if people put their foot down and it got to the point where it was actually causing high amounts of distress to the people, we would be able to switch if we wanted to, if
yeah,
people
but
really
that would,
cared.
require
everybody
a
would
united
still have
front.
their account. Yeah, it would require a united front of a bunch. There's like billions.
Yeah,
Is it billions of people on Facebook now?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so there's billions of people on Facebook. Do you know how difficult it was to get a united front? And they're all from different countries.
yeah,
And everybody already has an account, and it's already super difficult to delete your account on Facebook. So you can think you deleted it, come back sometime later, and found out that it's still all your information is still there.
yeah.
Yeah,
So even
because
if you try to leave, it won't. And plus, you won't on the whatever
Yeah,
new social media platform you have. It won't be Facebook. There won't be everyone there. Only the people who left with you will be there.
it's interesting that you bring up
I,
deleting, James, like deleting accounts and stuff, because I've actually had to go through the process of deleting a
Mhm.
Facebook account. Because when I was applying for colleges and stuff, I just made a completely new account and deleted the old one,
Mhm.
mainly just have a clean slate for colleges because they look
Oh
at that
yeah,
kind of
oh
stuff
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Even interviewers do.
Definitely, yeah. So I went through that whole process, and if you go on Facebook and you try to delete your account, there's actually no option to delete your account. There's only a deactivate your account option.
yeah,
Oh
Um,
really?
where it just makes it, and it really doesn't deactivate it. It just makes it private to everybody except for you, so only you can see it.
Yeah.
And then the minute you log back in, like you log out and everything, and then the minute you log back in, it reactivates it. So
Yeah.
that's what deactivating does. You can delete your account, but to do that, you actually have to contact Facebook directly and put in a request that takes up to 2 weeks.
Really?
Or no, sorry, at least 2 weeks to delete your account. Yeah.
I did not know
Jeez.
that because
but I'm just gonna play devil's advocate.
That's fine.
But how does Facebook make money if they don't sell your information?
Advertising.
Because,
Well,
advertising.
Mostly ad revenue. Yeah.
Yeah.
but would they be able? I mean, you're talking about billions upon billions. Would they be able to maintain themselves by just doing
I'm
advertising?
pretty
I mean,
sure
they
that's
have
how they
been
make
for
the
years,
majority
yeah.
of them.
I am
Yeah.
pretty sure they can.
Yeah, because that's how they've been sustaining themselves, I believe. They kind of partner with Google to get the targeted ads, and then they
Yeah, it's targeted. So
Yeah.
So, but I think they could, because they basically have created the person marketplace for Google to just take advantage of. So Google pays them to look at their stuff. Although Google's starting to see them as a legitimate threat to their business. So I don't remember where I read that from, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with Facebook, like their revenue streams are not super private. I mean, it's pretty public information.
Yeah.
If you look at like their percentages, I'd say probably over at least 90 to 95% of their revenue is from advertising, and then the rest is
Yeah.
other stuff.
Yeah. But I
well,
definitely.
this is
What's that?
wait, sorry. There's this weird thing that happened to me. Well, I was applying for a government position, like a top notch. I think
Mhm.
it was around 9 months ago. It was just on a whim, and after I submitted my application, one day later, my Facebook got hacked. It was so weird. I don't know.
I don't know
I
if
just
that's
think
real.
it's coincidence.
I don't.
No,
I
but
think
it's
it is.
like
Yeah.
high government.
Yeah.
It's like high government job.
I think
Yeah,
it. I think
It
it
was
might
a
have been a
government job.
coincidence.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a coincidence. But I definitely know it is difficult to on the side of deactivating your what was that? Your Facebook account. Because for me, a few years ago, I had made a fake Facebook account for the point of, and just so you know, this is like old stuff. This is like old stuff, but for the point of RPing, more specifically, and I don't want to get into that, but
I've heard about your RP friends. They were very
no,
strange.
no, this is
What
like
about what about the RPGers on Miiverse?
no, this is like different from that RP. This is like oh god, it's like I think it was Kingdom Hearts RPing, like specifically.
God.
Oh god. Oh,
No,
no.
no, it wasn't even Kingdom
Okay,
Hearts
what's
RPing.
so bad about it?
No, it wasn't even Kingdom Hearts RPing. It was like just RPing in general. And
The issue I have with your friends, like from the way you described your friends as RP sessions, is that they're not structured whatsoever. People
Okay.
just say whatever the fuck.
No. You just said sessions. You know what sessions means?
okay,
again.
we're not going into that. We're not going into that. Not in this podcast. But no, my Skype RP friends, no, they didn't really have that much structure. The Facebook stuff, I was only on that for
different?
yeah, the Facebook RPing stuff, I was only on that for 2 days, and then I quit after the second day. The reason why I don't really want to get into that's a more of a private matter, but it wasn't anything you're thinking. It was just a lot of things that were just going on that I was just like, nah, I can't get into this at the moment. But I tried to deactivate. I tried to delete the account completely, and I thought it was gone. I thought it was finished. Earlier this year, I went on trying to log into Facebook, and I forgot which email I had set up, and I used my regular email, which my regular email is linked to that Facebook account. So I logged in, and I was like, wait, what is this? Oh, Mog Lightbringer Chi? What the heck was I doing that many years ago? I literally, like, it was the most cringy moment of my life. Like,
yeah, I have a picture of like me early years that I really wish I could get rid of. It's just because I had like a real ugly duckling phase. I think you've all seen the picture.
I feel like I have, but it's escaping my memory.
Well, anyway,
I think I have seen it.
Yeah, I really wish that would disappear. But it's on Facebook. You can go just look through my profile and.
Well,
there's
you know,
probably a
you
way
can.
to
I mean,
delete it,
you
but-
look like a solid 7 though, James.
Oh,
thank you.
You're good.
Oh, if
solid
you
7.5.
if you want to delete that, James, you're gonna have to go to Facebook itself and say, "Hey, delete this."
Yeah.
Well,
no,
you
I
can
can probably
delete it.
delete
I
it.
mean,
It's just gonna be pain.
You just have to find it. Yeah.
It's way back there. Yeah.
But
Anyway.
you know what else I
But,
feel?
no-
Oh, what? Go on. Huh?
But on Facebook, I'm gonna be applying to jobs soon. But it took me 5 hours. I went back all the way to 2008 to dislike anything that was like either cringy. Like I also didn't want to post about politics. I deleted everything there. Anything that could be seen as bad for my job.
So did you just
no
delete
politics.
your Facebook or?
You should
So, no, I didn't delete my Facebook. I just like, but no, I deleted like half the likes. I went to not even on my postings, like every single like or unlike everything I reacted to that might have been bad. That took so long.
That had to take
back all the way to 2008.
Dude, I couldn't do that. How do you? Dang.
I haven't posted anything for like 2 years.
I think that at that point I would have just deleted my Facebook. I would have went to Facebook and been like, "Hey, I need this gone."
Well, the thing is, I'm slightly paranoid. What if I talk to him? It's like, yeah, I don't have a Facebook. I don't know if they'll look it up. It's like he just deleted it. Is he hiding something? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That is...
Let's talk about other forms of social media.
All right.
We
no.
Yeah, we can talk about Grindr if you want.
How is Grindr?
It's okay. It's hard to explain how that is. I've been on it. I was on it for a little while, and I periodically delete it and then download it because guys suck. They're just not.
Why
They're
they
just,
suck?
I can't explain it. At least they'll respond though. On Tinder, they won't respond. Like people just won't respond.
Yeah.
Like you'll match with them, but on Grindr, the way it's set up is that there's a bunch of pictures, and you choose who you want to talk to, and like you don't have to go through the like process. But the thing is, everybody's just so. I got solicited for sex on Grindr a few times actually. People were trying to pay me to have sex with them. It was
That's weird.
it was very weird. Yeah,
I would not
I wouldn't
be.
mind that.
you wouldn't mind that.
Wait, no.
I-
How much would it pay? How much would they pay? I mean, if it was like something measly,
Okay.
like $20, I'll be like, fuck no. But if it was like a solid, like 100 or 200, I'll be down.
I mean, they probably would, but these are like crusty old men, Jimmy.
Ugh.
These were not attractive people.
I would charge. Yeah, I'd probably charge 1,000.
What?
And I also had issues with people lying about what they look like. Oh god, they have this horrible story that I don't really want to share here, but
You don't have to. I can,
yeah.
imagine it, and I'm done.
Yeah, not a good time. Mm-mm.
Is it just like their body looks bad, or their?
I've had two separate occasions, one where the body was bad and one where they lied about other things.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyone over 10 would know what that means. Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
just so people know, I'm not like I'm bisexual. I'm not gay. I'm on the fence there. Or not on the fence, but I'm like in the.
he's on the fence.
I am not on the fence. I am in the middle.
He's in the middle.
I was about to say, are you in the closet?
No, I'm not. Otherwise, I wouldn't have just said it. You fool.
Yeah. If Jimmy, get on it.
Get on my level.
Get on his level. All right, let's
How you doing, John? You've been kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just doing my thing. I
Oh,
don't really have
Video
anything to put into that.
What video
conversation.
games are?
Wait, do you use Tinder?
I used Tinder once, but like not like once as in one time, but like at one point, and I just never really got into it. I mean, the whole thing of just like hookups and everything like that is just not really what I'm looking for in general. Tinder, however many people say they're not looking for hookups on Tinder, they're all fucking lying.
You're all
Like,
looking up, yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. But I've used Tinder. Well, I've always created fake profiles because I don't really feel like meeting anyone from Tinder. I think I talked to you earlier about trolling. I'll just fucking troll on that.
Wow,
I think
how are
we
you
talked
gonna
about
do
this.
that?
I can at first my profile pic, I was just pretty much stereotyping everyone that's on Tinder, because usually everyone on Tinder seems like they're looking for either a hookup or like a sugar daddy.
Right.
So I was like, no sugar daddies, no people with it's like a philosophy degree, no one with philosophy degrees. I was pretty much making fun of, I don't know.
How could you?
But
do
yeah,
this?
then I had my profile pic as Ken Bone.
Oh my God. Not Ken Bone. Not Ken Bone.
Yeah, my profile pic was Ken Bone, and like no one liked me. The only people that liked me who knew the meme. And then I did Humongous for a while, and that was fun. But then I decided to go with a YouTuber. Have you heard of Penguin Zero Critical?
Yes, I've heard of it.
Yeah, I have.
Well, if in real life, I thought he was gonna be some fat guy, like.
he's actually a pretty good looking dude.
He's like a 9 out of 10, but I posted him as my picture, and then like everyone liked me all of a sudden.
Of course.
So you know how you know how the difference is, because it's all about looks on Tinder, just from knowing that, from just that experiment.
I kind of knew that already.
But the funny thing is that through all these like the month I had it, I had like 40 girls like me, and when I did an experiment, I'm liking all the guys. I wanted to troll them too, even though I don't really like looking at their profiles, because a lot of them are shirtless and everything. But there are more guys that like me than females. So there's more gay guys on Tinder than there are women. Just to let you know.
Well, it's a thing. There actually are more women, but the gay guys are more active because it's harder to date as a gay guy, or just being a gay individual it's harder to find somebody who like, because it's a smaller part of the population. You know?
Yeah.
So I've heard it's really bad and really hard for lesbians. Oh, those poor lesbians.
Oh God. Yeah.
Oh, those lesbians.
No, seriously, they end up having to date each other's like former ex-girlfriends because like there's just not enough people around to date.
Well, my sister's lesbian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she came out several years ago. But I've actually talked to her about this kind of stuff because it's honestly having a sister who's a lesbian is great. Go out, go to bars or whatever. We can fucking both hit on the same chicks. It's great. Anyway,
a little awkward sometimes.
No, we don't. That's a joke. We don't hit on. But it's like if I see somebody good looking, I'm like, yo, Julia, like check her out. It's like, yeah, she's.
Would you be your wingman?
Yeah, 100%. I would totally wingman for my sis.
Cool.
Julia, if you're out there and you're listening to this podcast, hit me up.
I didn't even know you had a sister. Actually,
I do.
I didn't either.
But going back to the point of the whole story, it's tough. She says it's really tough to find people to date because one of the struggles that she runs into a lot is just knowing who it's like quote unquote acceptable to hit on, because like as a straight guy, it's pretty easy, for me to like if I walk up to somebody, and I'm interested in them, it's very easy for me to flirt with them and just like, it's socially acceptable, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Good.
Whereas for a lesbian or a gay, I mean, it would be, I would assume, a little bit tougher to just start those interactions without knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, it's been easier to hit on people because I think you guys, of course, know this, but I've lost 100 pounds in the past year or so.
You look amazing.
So, yeah, thank you. But now I consider myself like a 8.5, a humble brag. I just humble brag. I'm sorry. Audience.
And it's
glad you placed me at 7.5 earlier, Jimmy. Damn.
Yeah, I placed.
Okay, I'm hotter than you, James. I'm a solid 8.5. I'm a solid 1 above you. Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting.
Well,
at
you
that
have a
solid
good beard.
5.
I don't have good facial hair.
Damn straight.
But a lot of more people are hitting on me. But the best move that seemed like it's best is they ask you like, "How is your weekend?" That way you can say, "Oh, I'm not doing anything. Oh, I want to hang out with somebody, but oh man, I don't have anyone to hang out with. They moved away or hang out for the weekend." So you can like casually hint at them, or they hint at you to come over. I don't know. I think that's the best way to hit on someone and ask them out.
Jimmy's giving me those tips.
Yeah, so just like ask, "How's your weekend?" And if they are like, if they want kind of reject you, or maybe they don't even know that you're hitting on them, they'll just be like, "Oh, I'm doing something this weekend. I'm working this weekend." But then they'll flirt with you back. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've always prescribed to the method of being a very active listener. Being an active listener and a good questioner, like ask related questions to what they say. And
I've been trying to do that.
Yeah, I think it should. Well, I mean, I'm a conflict analysis resolution. It's part of my major, basically. So it's just kind of something I've been trained to do and fairly good at just naturally. So
all I do
as part of my job.
That's pretty successful for me.
All I do is make games. I don't have that.
Well, as part of my job, I mean, I talk to people for 8 hours a day, just random. So it's that kind of thing is something that I've gotten better at over the years, and I'm not necessarily hitting on people all day at work. In fact, I never am.
Yeah, that might go away a little bit.
John, ladies man right here.
Right, but just starting conversations with somebody that you don't know can be extremely tough. And one of the easiest ways that I've found is just kind of what James was saying, ask a lot of questions, or listen and ask a lot of questions, because if people love something more than anything else, they love to talk about themselves.
It's actually really fun to watch someone gush about something.
Oh yeah. If you can, everybody has one thing that they're passionate about, and if you can, at least one thing, and if you can find out what that one thing is and get them to start talking about it, they will never stop talking, and you're gonna have one of the best conversations of your life. It's just like, but everybody's got that one thing, and so just asking questions to try to figure out what that thing is. It's almost like a game. I mean, honestly, at this point, it's almost like a game. Is just trying to figure out that one thing. Me personally, or
you personally.
I don't know. I mean, there's a couple things like what I do for work with skateboarding and everything like that. That's one of the things I really do love talking about.
By the way, you gotta teach me how to pennyboard soon.
I'm not going to teach you how
Wasn't
to
that going to happen
Gotta
in freshman
teach me
year?
that.
That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, Jesus.
Wait, what's penny? What
I'll
did
get
you
you
say,
a
penny?
real skateboard, and we'll start out the real way.
Well, I gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that kind of stuff, and then also just I don't know. There's a lot of things for me. I mean, I again with talking to people all day, I know about a lot of stuff. So it's like I've I've learned to talk about a lot of different things to relate to a lot of different types of people. But I think one thing that you can always get me started on is like hip hop and music. Like I'll always talk about that kind of stuff. It's just something I love talking about. What about you, James?
What's going on?
Speaking of, I love Dungeons and Dragons, and I love board games. I don't know why, but that actually reminds me. I recently got a 3D printer. I was going to ask you, Derek, teach me how to. Actually, I'm not going to ask you. I'm going to tell you. Teach me how to 3D model, please.
Hey, that's actually pretty good because I'm taking a 3D modeling class this semester.
Awesome. Oh, by the way, shout out to Derek's video game that he's making.
Oh yeah.
Let's get that
Playmasters.
plug
Yeah.
going.
By the way, Playmasters. It's a game. Playmasters Chapter 0.
He's
check
not
it
going
out.
to guarantee if it's good or not. But
Yeah,
please check it out.
Yeah, I'm not saying if it's good or not. All I'm saying is there is a demo in the description of this video. Check it out. See if you like it or not. Oh, that's the end of the
Okay,
plug.
well, now that we got the point of this whole podcast,
you can try it out for a month free.
Now since I got that
don't
out,
like it, you can send it back.
that was the
There you go.
apex of this video. It's going downhill now.
Yeah, it's over. I'm just gonna get off now. Is that okay?
No. We haven't even hit 30 minutes yet.
It's interesting how we started talking about social media, and now we're talking about meeting with actual human interaction.
Yeah. You know, I'm listening really hard on this because I'm out there now, trying to put myself out there, and
Are you on any dating sites, or are you just kind of?
No, I think putting myself on a dating site is not a good idea for me. I don't think I have the person. I don't think I could do it.
I think you could.
Nah. Maybe.
You never know.
Maybe, and like if I could like build up my confidence and be able to socialize with someone.
Well, Derek, it depends. Well, sorry. Do you like one night stands?
No.
Okay,
well,
yeah, the Tinder.
I wouldn't be able to like be comfortable with that, because I'm just gonna go back and say it. The only reason why I was able to be comfortable talking to my ex was because I felt comfortable with her. Like we were friends before we were boyfriend and girlfriend. So when we were talking with each other, I felt comfortable talking to her. Like I didn't feel scared or anything like that because we were actually friends. But if I was to go into a one night stand, I would literally just be a brick wall because I wouldn't know what to say.
Yeah, I totally get that, Derek. I'm very much the same way. Like, and going back to what I was talking about with Tinder and stuff, like with relationships and stuff, one night stands are not really my thing. I'd much rather be in a more committed relationship. And Derek, I mean, I know you were in a long-term relationship for as long as I've known you.
Yeah,
it's longer than
years.
that.
3 years.
Yeah, so
the dwarfest relationship I've ever had.
Right. So it's like I know, and speaking again from experience, like I was in a long-term relationship as well. I got out of it, and then after that, getting myself out there and going and meeting people and trying to get back into like that kind of scene is really it's really hard. Like it's a challenge because you're so used to being with that one person that going and seeing people, meeting new people is just like it's beyond tough.
Yeah.
So I feel you.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I feel like after it's almost been like a year since it happened, and I feel like I'm finally at that point where I don't feel like it's weighing down on my shoulders anymore, and I feel like I just need to put myself out there, and I feel like if I just keep to myself any longer, it's just not going to help me out anymore.
Yeah, start meeting some people.
I'm trying. That's what this semester's all about.
All right.
Derek Phase 2.
V2. All right.
I mean, Derek, why do you want to be in a relationship? Just connect with someone, or
I feel it's kind of goes back to like how I like a long time ago because I've always been the kind of person to want companionship, especially from my younger ages because I never really had any friends growing up and it was kind of hard for me because for a long period of my life I kind of felt like nobody was really on my side. Even though I didn't really even realize that my parents were really on my side. I felt like I was all alone. And then it wasn't until high school that I realized my mom was on my side. I started getting some friends, and then that was when I met my ex. And when I met her, that's when things got really good. Like that's when I felt like really happy. And then after we broke up, that's when like my life kind of just started tumbling down because I felt like all alone again. I just started shutting myself away. Like even you guys could see after we broke up, I started like not even going to
Yeah.
class. I just started staying in my room all day. I even
Yeah,
had
you
to
were
go and
upset.
ask you, James, to make sure I went to class sometimes because I just
And
didn't
I
feel
think
like
I
doing
tried.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like doing anything. But I feel like I've gotten kind of past that, and mainly just want a relationship because I like the I like to feel like I have someone there. I like the companionship. I feel like as though it could easily be remedied if I just, had more friends. But I feel like so I just really want to be in a
Yeah.
relationship again.
I
It's
don't know
just,
about having more friends.
yeah, I don't really know more about that. I think I just want more closer friends, closer than the
Yeah.
Sinkboys.
Well, closer
closer
than
than
us.
Sinkboys?
I mean,
What
Jesus
because
the fuck?
Christ.
the only reason why I say that is because my ex knows things about me that no one else knows about me, and that I
Well,
would,
as is the usual.
yeah, and like I mean, like it's things that like I just don't feel comfortable like with myself because of, and I kind of just want another close person that I feel like I can tell that stuff to, and I feel like it's like things that I could already tell people, but I just feel kind of self-conscious about it because
Mm,
they are things that are caused by my autism and stuff like that, and
yeah.
stuff like that. I hate it, but it's me.
Oh shit! Just drop something.
Don't drop it.
Drop it.
This isn't mine, so I threw it
But
on the ground.
let's go back to what the original. I don't like this, so we're gonna go back to what the original,
I don't like this.
what the original topic was, which was social media. There was actually another point I wanted to make on that. I feel as though strongly that meme culture is being ruined by current social media.
Feel cultures?
On
I don't
Yeah,
know how I feel about that.
haters.
because if you think about it, back in the day, memes were memes were like just top, like they were really good. This was back in the
Like
days of where
2008 memes,
these were
2012 memes.
these were back when Facebook wasn't really that big and 4chan was humongous. But now I just feel as though because anybody can make a meme. Everybody's already on social media, whether it's through Twitter, through Facebook, through Tumblr, through anything else. I feel like people have so easy access to memes. And because of that, it like because everyone can make a meme, a lot of the bad memes get made now. Like there are
I
so
don't.
many.
I don't know if you know, but memes were never good.
What? Get out of here.
Well,
The thing
2008
is,
memes, 2012 memes were great.
Me-
You know the Shrek has swag.
Hold on. Memes were never.
Shrek has swag.
Memes were never like super good overall. There were just a few little gems that always got brought to the surface.
Yeah.
Just now the it's just like you said, it's way easier to make shitty memes, so they kind of flood the market. But like I'm thinking about the same amount of quality memes are being made. In
Well,
fact, probably more. But it's just also being drowned out by like the increase in shit.
I think that also another reason why I say that is because so many people have access to it, memes get, even if a good meme gets made, it gets overdone really fast. Like really,
it just
really fast.
means we need to evolve quicker.
What, you don't like Damn Daniel?
That was never good from the beginning. I could
Yeah, sometimes weird things blow up, and I'm not sure why.
like Damn Daniel, bad meme.
I'm not sure why that blew
Okay.
up.
I gotta disagree with you on that.
What?
I really like that.
You like Damn?
and the reason why I didn't like it for long, but the reason why I like it now is actually, and I might be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. I believe that the two guys in the video the guy filming is actually his boyfriend, and it's super cute that he's just like pumping him up about his shoes and his outfit, and he gets so happy. So that's what I love that meme. I just think it's very.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Well, I think it's also equivalent of like pointing at a plant and being like, "Der plant."
Okay, now
I think,
listen.
I hate
I
everything
know.
talked about.
Yeah, I was about to say I know where you got that from.
Credit.
That was even worse of a meme. You know what was even a worse meme that still got overused? The damn what are those?
What are those?
You want to hear about a meme from what you consider the golden age of memes that's been way overdone and just stupid?
What?
Can I has cheeseburger?
I don't even know that meme.
That's
but
earlier. That's earlier. That's like 2010.
You think that's pre-golden age of memes?
I think that's pre-golden. I think that's pre-golden.
Because that was a thing that got turned into a meme, but that was even like that was from the earliest, and that was before people were even making picture memes.
All right, when would you?
Okay, I think my favorite meme in the last year, Dat Boy.
No,
I love that meme. I love Dat Boy.
I would say Dat Boy was probably. I would agree with you. I think Dat Boy was probably more on the good side.
Because it just came out of nowhere. No one understood it, but allowed you to interpret your own meaning of it. You know.
I think my favorite
so
meme.
Mysterious.
I think my favorite meme from the most recent meme is the this is why I write a blog about this. This is why I hate video games, because it was some male agenda or male fantasy or something, and then it just shows
Sarkeesian on me, please.
And then it shows a clip of some video game just doing something stupid. I don't remember the name of the meme, but I love that one so much.
I got two favorites. My recent favorites. One, I gotta give credit to Potion Seller, because Potion Seller or Potion Master, whatever the name of that meme.
What, Potion Master?
Yeah.
What do you buy and
what is that?
Yeah, that one was so funny.
What's
if you haven't seen it, I'll give you guys the video later. It's fucking hilarious. And then the other one is that Crash Bandicoot, the Whoa meme.
I love that. I love that meme.
Probably my favorite one.
That is definitely. I'd say.
I liked it the first 2 times I saw it.
I still enjoy it. I'd say my top favorite memes that I enjoy currently is definitely the Crash Bandicoot one. That Persona 5, you didn't see it coming, but that's probably biased because I like Persona 5.
That's like an in meme.
That's an in meme. I'm not sure. I don't think it's a great meme.
Yeah, I think it's probably biased.
Although my favorite version of that meme is when it's crap. The guy from the bartender from The Simpsons is teaching the class on what.
Oh, I love that version.
When someone's jiving on your fly girl.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
And he pulls out the shotgun. And then he pulls out the shotgun. That's definitely my favorite.
I think it's even better because it goes the -1 amp.
Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely my favorite.
Well, why aren't we talking about the Harambe meme?
Because
there's nothing to say.
There is nothing.
It's already been said.
It's dead for a reason. That's all I'll say.
Why? Why did it die? People are still butthurt about it.
You know what's interesting is Pepe. Pepe is still alive.
Pepe is
I think he's indestructible.
Hey, we don't talk about Pepe. He's a hate symbol.
Yeah, that one's alive for a whole different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, Pepe's.
Oh right, he's just had like a bunch of like cultural significance as a result of the hate symbol.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't Pepe's fault.
It wasn't Pepe's fault. It was the.
It was the people who used him.
Yeah, and most of those were supposed to be ironic, but were misunderstood.
And that sounds like someone else that
I don't know.
that used.
I like the Pepe meme.
PewDiePie?
Yeah, I have to say someone else that used Nazi imagery.
It's used more ironically than being serious. There's some people that are serious. That use it
there definitely are some that are using it serious, but most of it.
But yeah, most of it's ironic. So leave the Pepe meme alone, okay? Like the whole thing with Shia LaBeouf, that was great. Like,
oh my, that's okay. I think it's hilarious, but at the same time, I feel a little bad for Shia LaBeouf because I think he's actually losing his mind. I think he is.
Maybe. I hope not. I like
Because
that
now
game.
he's actually getting arrested and calling people racist for not giving him French fries.
Wait,
Yeah,
what? You're
he's
kidding?
like, no, he's
I'm not
he's
joking.
seriously like he's not doing well.
Oh
I think
man.
people need to lay off him for
Oh
a
wait,
little bit.
okay. He came out with the movie, and guess what? It sold one ticket in the UK, and guess who that ticket was sold?
Him?
Shia LaBeouf was the only one that saw that movie that came out in theaters in the UK.
He made the movie?
No, he was starred in the movie.
Fucking love Shia
Oh.
What?
He's the only one in UK that bought a ticket.
I feel
In
so
theaters.
sorry for him.
What movie was this? I don't know if
Wait,
it's
let me
on.
look it up. Let me
Yeah.
look it up.
Because that sounds like too interesting a story to be true.
While he's looking that up, going back to your original point, Derek, of social media destroying meme culture.
Yeah.
I gotta say I disagree. Because generalizing social media as just like a big umbrella is kind of unfair. Because you've got many different types. I mean, you've got Tumblr, you've got Twitter, you've got Facebook, you've got Instagram, you've got all these different sites that are doing things in different ways. And so it really depends on the source, I think. Because if you go to like Tumblr, you're going to find some really fresh stuff that you're going to find a lot of stuff, first of all. You're going to find a lot of fresh stuff.
A lot of porn.
And you're going to find a lot of good stuff and a lot of bad stuff. I mean, it's just like, it's very raw stuff. Like, and that's where I think a lot of things
I wish I had a
come
verbal Lenny face because
Well,
from.
I can also talk. This can also just be the same point that's made with the dark web, because on one end you've got a really bad culture of child pornography that's really bad,
And-
but on the other hand, it also helps people in a lot of Middle Eastern countries, or maybe even Russia, who knows, that needs to be protected by their government, and a lot of the and that protects them from being able to talk to one another and everything. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's one end it's bad, on the other it's great. So
again with the anonymity of the internet.
yeah.
I totally missed the analogy of how that relates to memes, but we'll go with it.
No, you're talking. No. You're talking about how there's fresh stuff. Oh.
Yeah,
Here's
I
the
get.
deal.
I think I get what you're trying to say, but
I want to edit
Because
this.
Putin banned memes. Putin banned memes. So
Did he?
by I'm pretty sure. At least
I think
he banned Putin
probably
memes.
Kim Jong Un did. North
Probably.
Korea's fucked up.
Yeah. I
Please
mean, I
don't
don't think
bomb.
enough people have enough access to computers in North
Right.
Korea for memes to really be a thing.
Right.
But the way it connects is the dark webs helps people resist Putin by making memes. That's how.
Memes of Putin.
Wait,
Memes of
wait.
resistance.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
I have not heard of this.
I am gay. I am young. I am
Oh wait,
super,
that
super
movie
young.
that Shia LaBeouf was in is called Man Down.
Man down. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah.
Man down. Never heard of that.
Exactly.
It did.
But,
you say it did pretty bad?
Yeah, it has 14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh, my
14.
God. Yeah, real bad reviews.
I mean, it's not as
Speaking-
bad as the Emoji Movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
you know,
Emoji
bad
movie
movies.
probably did like. Can you believe the Emoji movie is actually doing okay in the box office?
Of course it is. It had a big release.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was so much advertising around it. Like
Mhm.
there was so much like false
Well-
hype set up for it, and it's like kids are gonna go see it anyway, regardless. Like
Yeah.
parents are gonna bring their kids because
Because they
parents
don't-
don't browse Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. They don't get these.
Parents
they
don't
don't
give
get
a
the
shit about their
memes.
children.
Yeah, they just like they see a new animated movie. It's rated PG. They're like, okay, I'm gonna go see it. With
Those
the
will get my
kids.
kids to shut the fuck up for an hour.
Right, exactly.
You know.
Well, they said they spent like $50 on the film itself, but it didn't say how much like they spent on advertising. At least on the Rotten
Oh,
Tomatoes.
I think that must.
So
have
if you're
spent more
accounting
than-
for the advertising it as well, I think they lost money.
you
But I
know-
need to do more research. on
I
that.
don't know. I think they might have actually gained money because they know that they can just pump shit out and it'll make money as long
Yeah.
as they advertise it a lot.
Well,
Here's
I
the
don't think
thing,
they
though.
made as much
It-
money than they thought they
That is
probably would,
true.
because usually a lot of other movies, especially Illumination, they can pump out something that's crap, but they still got $1 billion of revenue off of this. At the best, this Emoji movie will probably get $100 million.
That just
Here's
shows the
the
model
thing.
starting to fail.
I don't think that they even advertised that movie that much. I think they advertised it enough, and then the internet just took it and
Yeah,
advertised
yeah.
it
Yeah.
as like itself
No, I
for
hear you.
free. So
Yep. Mhm.
yeah,
I agree with you.
I
They
mean,
got
like,
a lot of free advertisement off of people who are like, "Oh, this is so stupid."
yeah,
Uh,
bad advertisement's still advertisement.
Yeah, and people will go see it ironically.
Yeah, that's originally I was going to actually do that. I was gonna go and see it ironically with some friends,
Yeah, but
not
then you're
you,
just
not you
encouraging.
guys. But then I was like, wait, if I go and see this movie and I actually pay money to see this, they're gonna get this money. I don't want
Mhm.
that to happen.
I
So
don't want to support this. Yeah.
I don't even really want to see it. Like, I don't even really want to wait until it comes out for a Blu-ray release and then buy it. I just don't want to see it.
Yeah.
But
No, I just want it to die.
I can promise you this. I feel this is gonna be so true. I feel as though if I was to actually go and see it in theaters, more adults would laugh than kids.
You think
I
it's an
I
adult
feel
humor movie?
yeah, I feel like the adults would laugh more than kids would laugh.
Probably. Well, I mean, that's
Okay.
true of many movies anyway.
Well, I was in Padrinos the other day. It's a pizza place nearby, and this guy was watching Family Guy, and this guy was no joke 60 years old, and he was like laughing to Family Guy the whole time. It was like the stupidest shit. I mean, have you ever seen Family Guy now versus back then? You
Modern
used to
Family
Yeah.
laugh
Guy,
all the way
like an
back,
episode or two, yeah.
and now you watch it now, and you're just like, yeah, that's bad. But this
Yeah.
guy was laughing so hard on there. I don't know why. It was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I miss classic Family Guy.
Like fart jokes, you know.
I still like South Park.
I
Oh
have
yeah, South
I
Park's
have
great.
not up to this day I have never watched a full episode of South Park.
Why?
I've
Why?
watched parts of episodes, but I've never watched the full episode. It's just mainly because as a kid, I wasn't allowed to watch South Park, and I never had the chance to, and I never was like motivated to try to sneak to watch South Park. In fact, I never snuck to watch anything on like
Oh.
Adult Swim or anything like that.
When I was like
Aw.
a preteen, my dad made a point of watching South Park with me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
I also
Yeah,
watched like all the late night. Oh, not like I watched a lot of like Daily Show with Jon Stewart when I was like 12 and 13, and like a bunch of that crap.
you just don't know how excited my high schooler mind was when I was able to just openly watch Family Guy. Like I didn't have to try to hide and watch it. I could just openly look at it, and I was like, "Oh, this is what it feels like to be an adult." No, there was like tons of people younger than me watching Family Guy, even with their parents, and I'm sitting over here, 15-year-old, watching it for the first time.
But my parents let me watch South Park when I was 9.
Yeah, yeah, but I just
And I think that helped me along the way because I wasn't really and also scary movies as well. I wasn't really afraid of a lot of stuff, and nothing was really off grounds. And I think that helped me and learn about yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know where this could yeah. But I think it helps younger people to watch more adult things because it braces them for what's to come.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No,
Because I don't know.
That's what my family did.
Because one of my friends, you may know him, starts with a T.
Tommy Boy?
Yeah, Tommy Boy. I don't know if I want to talk about this. It wasn't too bad, but his family is kind of strict with him of what to watch and
Yeah.
everything. And I remember he didn't want him to play Grand Theft Auto when he was
wow.
younger.
wait, what?
Yeah, or anything like that because of the whole Columbine thing.
Yeah.
And his family is kind of Christian.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
I
But
did not
it's
either.
like, yeah, but it's around 13, and he came over to my house to watch a scary movie, and he had to go home in the middle of the night. And now his stuff fine. He's like a G now. Tom's my G right now.
Mhm.
He's super adult, but he was so scared he had to go home. And I think that's one of those things that if
That's
he's
his
put in a real
parents'
life
fault, yeah.
situation,
Yeah,
he would freak out if he was put in a real shitty situation. He would but
I can feel that. I can feel that.
What were we? What's gonna be our next topic, boys?
I do have another topic. We
Maybe
went
it
through
was
all the topics that I had written down actually, but I do
Oh.
have another topic
Oh,
that I
which-
can What? What are you gonna say?
Which reminds me, real quick, how long were you aiming to make this podcast?
I was gonna aim for probably about an hour, maybe an hour 10 minutes. So we only got about at the minimum 10 more minutes to talk.
Okay.
So
Want to talk about YouTube drama?
I
Already
feel,
Social
done, huh?
media.
I mean, we could talk about some YouTube drama, I guess.
Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind. Okay, Derek, what were you gonna say?
Um, well, in terms of something we could talk about, let's talk about I don't know. Yeah, anybody got any interesting
Korea.
North Korea?
Oh, what about the whole North Korea? Okay, let's talk about North Korea.
All right.
All right.
Okay, Kim
if you want.
Jong Un's kind of an ass.
It's
Oh.
getting a little nerve wracking.
I'm
Yeah,
kinda-
honestly, I'm super scared.
I'm
Yeah.
scared too.
I
I'm
am.
gonna say that right now. Like, I wasn't scared this time last year, but now I'm scared
I'm like
because
legitimately
I'm worried.
terrified.
Because it was like a joke at first. Like when that movie, The Interview, came out, it was like, oh, haha, he's gonna fucking bomb us, whatever. Like that'll ever happen. Now it's like, yeah, he's actually gonna
You
nuke
could
the shit out
actually
of
bomb
us.
us now.
Well,
Yeah.
China's being assholes right now because they're the ones that supply North Korea. I think
Well, yeah, they are, but then again, we have a lot of people we're supplying that would be actively not friendly with China.
Here's the thing, though, with China and North Korea, they're so close together that China's stance, like, it's shitty that they take that stance, towards North Korea. But at the same time, they're so close that if North Korea was a threat and say China was threatening them the same way we were threatening them, they would bomb China first because
China
they're right next door.
So early, yeah.
Because I think it's foolish what China's doing because it's pretty much a hot potato, and Kim Jong Un is so unpredictable. If China somehow pisses him off, Kim Jong Un, it could be something stupid, just like saying the wrong thing to him. He's gonna turn around and try to nuke China. And I don't think China has the military capabilities of the United States. And I don't know if they're able to defend against it.
No, China's getting real close to the military capabilities of the United States. It's getting there.
I think it's getting there quick, but I don't think they're there yet. Quite there.
They're not there, but that doesn't mean they're anything to sneeze at. I mean,
they're not. I'm not
like
trying to
just by manpower alone, they're like they're like Russia status.
Well,
population size, they have a huge army.
Yeah.
And then I think what they're lacking more in is more ballistic like arsenals.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, submarines, stuff like that.
They've got the technology down. They have the production down. Have to actually just make it.
But do they have anti-nuclear defenses?
We don't.
No, we don't.
We don't. But
we don't. We've been trying to do it. My dad actually worked on missile defense.
My dad did too. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, our dad worked on missile defense. And he would tell me every day, yeah, it's not a viable option. We're just doing it to make us feel better.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, I think what we should do is that we should go to Venezuela or Japan. Well, maybe even Venezuela.
Australia.
Nuclear weapons.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? I thought that was going in a whole say move there so we safe.
You want to redo the Cuban crisis? Is that what you want to do? Just
I would.
Cuban missile on the opposite side.
I would try to have repercussions for China to fucking help North Koreans.
Well, that's what we've been doing, sanctions type stuff. I don't know if we've done it yet.
I mean,
that would be
at least something. Yeah.
There are repercussions, like the whole European Union is still intact for the most part. The NATO, like that whole thing, whatever. I mean, basically the same thing. But it's not just like it's not like China, the U.S., and Russia are the only military superpowers in the world. Like, yeah, we're huge, but if you think about it, like on the Security Council, there's 7 different countries. Like, there are multiple countries that would respond to China for some kind of attack if it came to that. You know what I mean?
Because also,
I think if a nuke were to go off, if North Korea were to send a nuke at us, I think that in that whole exchange, only 2 nukes would be sent. The nuke that they sent at us and the nukes that we just poured upon them. Because I think that any other country would be intelligent enough not to back North Korea in that situation. And nobody wants to end the world.
Yeah.
I mean, North Korea is not smart enough for that, but I'm pretty sure that I don't think it's an end world scenario. I think it's a lot of people will die in the U.S. and then a lot more people will die in North Korea, which
the
is
reason
really
why-
unfortunate because North Korean people don't have any say in the government that's happening. They're just
Yeah.
being. So that's why I don't want to nuke North Korea. There's a lot of innocent people there.
Yeah.
It's like
But is there any better choice? Because they have.
yeah,
Because
I
they're
think,
pretty much holding South Korea hostage.
yeah,
It's not like you can
basically
jump
yes.
in there. Yeah.
I think a better
the
choice
reason
would
why-
probably be take out Kim Jong Un without activating the nuclear, like, what's it called?
Well, then they would just shoot at South Korea.
Well, I don't know if they'd shoot at South Korea. That's a witch. I think there would
They
be
have-
a power grab.
There, maybe, but there are
If you
guns.
took out
pointed
enough,
directly at
if you
South
took out
Korea,
enough
that
high,
would kill millions of
if you
people.
took out enough high-ranking officers all at once, and then just the lower level people got in charge, not all of them would vie for power. None of them would know what to do, and none of them, I don't think, would have the steel to launch a nuke.
It's extremely risky, though.
It is risky,
Oh,
which
that's
is
what I
why
said.
I would do that only if it were like at red levels of maybe they're going to launch a nuke.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm afraid because either California they would nuke or Washington D.C.
Yeah.
And we live 20 minutes from D.C.
Yeah.
Hey,
Or
at least
20 minutes or half an
Some
hour.
of us
I'm
do.
safe. I'm safe.
Fuck you, Josh.
I'm living
Hey.
in Fairfax. I'm right next to the damn
Hey.
place.
I live in Newport. I'm way far away.
But it
Well,
depends on
3
how strong
hours, you
the
can still
nuke
hit the
is.
nuclear fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you might be fucked as well. So that's why I'm a little bit afraid.
What if they miss
I'm
and they?
like 20% afraid
What
because
if-
I don't think even Kim Jong Un is stupid enough to do that because it's the minute he's gonna fire a bomb, that'll give the United States an excuse to destroy the whole entire country. There's gonna be no chance of him surviving unless he somehow sneaks to China.
Well, we're definitely going to take some casualties in
No,
that.
I'm reading a CNN article right now, and it seems that they
Wait,
can't quite reach DC. They can go.
wait. Can you say that again? I think my recording kind of went out there.
No, that was me too.
Oh.
I think it might be.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
my connection just cut for a second.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at my what was it? I'm reading this CNN article right now. It's saying that I think what it's saying is that it could at most hit New York, and that's it. Or well, there's like other places. So
Well, right
as far as New
now.
York and Boston,
Oh,
right now,
dang.
Los Angeles, Denver, Chicago, New York, and Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, give that
Um,
3 months and I'll be DC.
Yeah, another really interesting thing that I've been looking at is like if you look at those nuclear target maps that people have projected basically in like a 500 warhead scenario or like a 2,000 warhead scenario. What's interesting is if you look at the lower warhead scenarios, like the 500 ones, it's a lot of major cities. I mean, it's basically all the capitals for every state. Well, not every state, the important states, aka not Montana. Not North Dakota,
I know where I'm moving.
The
There's a-
non-major areas of economic.
Right. There's a
Yeah.
lot in like LA and California, and then there's a lot on the East Coast up near like Boston and Massachusetts and all that.
Yeah.
But then if you look and you switch it to a 2000 warhead scenario, there's actually a couple interesting clusters. Like right outside of Denver, right out or in the middle of Montana. Up in
Are those
up in North Dakota.
Military installments.
Which, yeah, they are, and it's just interesting that those wouldn't be targeted in a lower warhead scenario, but in a higher warhead scenario, they would be heavily concentrated. Like it's overwhelming how many dots there are on those specific spots. Like they just want like it. The projection is that whole area, a 500-mile radius would be wiped out.
I think North Korea at most could send one nuke and then it's done.
Yeah.
And I don't
Probably,
think the rest of the world would get involved after that. They would just kind of say, "Okay, America, take your vengeance."
Right.
Because seriously, that's,
Why would he?
That's kind of
Okay,
fun,
wait.
the way you
Where's?
said that.
When you put it like that, I say, where's the plan? Like, you do that, and then what?
I kind of feel like referencing Joker right now. Everyone has plans. The police, they have plans.
They must.
Okay.
They must have plans that I don't see, cause.
No, I think we would do a second go of Afghanistan after 9/11. Or was it Iraq? I can't remember. I think it was Afghanistan. Afghanistan.
Don't
When we just
under-
invaded.
Don't underestimate Daddy.
Yeah, it was
Don't underestimate
Afghanistan.
Daddy.
Because I don't imagine Donald Trump having any tactical thought better than George W. Bush. So
What are you talking about? He
Wait,
has
wait.
all of it.
Don't underestimate Daddy. Okay. Papa Trump. Okay. Don't underestimate.
excuse me, it's Papu. It's Papu.
Papu Trump. Okay, Papu Trump. Don't.
Damn straight.
I'm sorry, I coughed a little bit when I heard Papa.
Sometimes,
like
sometimes I think it's better to improvise because, especially in global affairs, because everything's so unpredictable. You have hundreds of countries, and everything depends on what other countries do, and it's something that it's hard to predict. So
it's good to have a base and a lot of
a goal. I think it's good to have a goal, but it's hard to have a plan, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Because I mean, global affairs is my second major. Yeah, it's good to know all the theories.
Big guy over here got 2 majors. Guess how many majors I got, James?
2?
No.
0.
No, I have none because I dropped out of college.
Right. I forgot about that.
Meanwhile, I'm about to start a minor in my senior year.
Nice.
Hey,
Oh, wait, are you gonna have time for that?
I don't know. I might have to stay longer, but
You should definitely check up on the credits for that.
I'm being pushed to start a minor, and if I do a minor, it's
Just
probably going to be computer
start-
science or
Start a
IT.
minor in something that you have most of the credits already for.
Yeah,
That you
what's
only
the
take
minor?
like 1 class.
What's the minor you need? What you're thinking about getting?
Either computer science or IT.
Okay,
What?
that's good. Computer science would be hard though. There's so much programming because I was in that computer science department.
I mean,
it's so difficult.
mean-
it's gonna make you go through like data structures, and it's gonna be super tough.
I mean,
I would probably do IT unless you know you're coding right now.
Coding is my weakest subject in game design, so I
try,
don't think I'll
maybe
do
try
that.
IT.
Yeah.
Maybe try IT. Yeah.
Just
I'm just being honest.
don't do economics because the Koch brothers have George Mason University's economics department totally under their thumb. If you want to learn more, check out oncoachmoncampus.org.
What is
I don't
this?
mind.
Is this a product
James.
placement or something? Get out of here.
No, it's a placement for the organization I'm a part of.
Definitely
Sorry,
check them out.
I felt like I needed to get that in.
No, you're good. We're all
I've
getting
heard
at least one plug for this episode.
What's
Yeah.
your
Okay,
plug?
mine
What's
in.
your plug, John?
No, I'll get mine in later. Don't worry about
Okay,
it.
what's your plug, Jimmy?
I personally, what's plug mean?
What do you?
Who's your weed man, Jimmy?
Let
Who's
me-
your plug? Come on.
Tell us his name, number, and social security.
Yeah.
Nah.
What? How do you not?
No, a plug is just something that you want to advertise.
Yeah. Like, I plugged Playmasters. He plugged his organization.
Nothing.
You got a merch store you want to
You've
plug?
got nothing going on.
Check out Jake Paul's merch store. Buy some.
yeah, okay, never mind, ignore that.
That's stricken from the record. Get that. out.
I will put a link down in the description below.
I
He doesn't
will.
have access. Don't believe him.
This will be cut from the podcast, just so you know. So if you're just tuning in, nothing happened.
Yeah, we're restarting the podcast. It starts right now.
Well,
Hey guys.
we're starting right when we're editing because we have reached the hour minute.
Have we?
Yep, we have reached an hour and 2 minutes. This is the end of the first Double D podcast.
Oh, my name's James, by the way. It's not just
Get the
Howdy.
fuck out of here.
I thought it was. I thought it was Howdy.
You know what? I've been lying to you all these years, man. All right.
Well, yeah, thank you, Howdy James. Thank you, Jimmy, and thank you, John, for being on this podcast today. About what else did we talk about? Social media,
Memes.
memes, bombs, and
global nuclear annihilation.
Yeah.
I don't want to die. Oh yeah, about that.
And dating.
Oh, yeah,
we talked
dating.
about dating. Yeah.
Yeah, we did talk about dating. Also, if you want to know how to avoid nuclear war, don't do nuclear war.
Tight.
There you go.
What a message to leave off with. All right.
If
See ya.
yeah, see ya. This is the end. Bye. 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 Bye.